Isn't it fucking amazing to be alive? This week I realized the importance of gratitude. Before I go deep into this video and how I feel about gratitude and the way I practice it, I want to address that I think that many of us in first world cultures have a serious psychological issue with the way we view things happening to us, inside us, and around us. Break it down for you real quick. Most of us in first world countries, we got a home over our heads. We got food to eat. We got a job that barely gets us by, and I know it's shitty at times, but it gets us by. We have family, we have friends, we have access to technology, decently clean water, maybe. I don't firmly believe in that. That's why I sell medical grade water devices. And a plethora of other things that allow us to be comfortable. But at the same time, I think that first world countries are probably the most ungrateful countries on this planet. You see, we have a thing called first world issues, where if something silly happens, it bothers us. A video game controller breaks, fucked, man. I can't live without this. Or my tire pops, I'm screwed, I can't drive my car. And all these things, and we allow ourselves to ruminate on the silliest of issues. And we allow ourselves to ruminate on these silly issues because we don't realize that we got all kinds of goodness happening in our life. Like if you live in some crazy nature like I do up here in northern Minnesota, this is some immaculate shit. You're not living in a desert. You're not living in a war zone. You're not being attacked by wild beasts in a jungle or in Antarctica or something nuts. There's so many things to be thankful for in your life. And it came to a point in my life where I realized, dude, you got it really, really good. And you need to remind yourself how good you got it. Otherwise, you will be sucked into the external madness of society. So, how I do my gratitude and what inspired me to really get grateful and feel that energy every single day. 2 years ago, I discovered a book online called Creating a Bug-Free Mind and Using a Bug-Free Mind. It's actually a series by an author named Andy Shaw. Essentially, this book breaks down the, what will I call it? The way our brain works and how we either choose to react and to respond to situations in our life. And he talks about your mind being like a computer. And a lot of us on Earth, our computers are filled with viruses. From the news, from the media, from family, from peers. And we have these viruses that run our lives. And these viruses dictate our actions and our thoughts. And if we have these viruses in the way and we can't see past them because they're a lens that closes us off to the good in the world, then we can't be grateful. So one of the things that Andy shared with me and many other people in this book is to create a habit of gratitude. Now, what I do every single day is I sit down, I open up a blank notebook, and for 10 to 15 minutes, sometimes longer, sometimes shorter, whatever I feel I need that day to get me going, I sit down and I write what I'm grateful for. Now, it may seem tedious, but if you don't have 10 to 15 minutes of your day to appreciate what kind of amazing stuff you have happening in your life, your family, your friends, your homies, your opportunities to succeed, if you aren't grateful for those things, you're not allowing yourself to see the whole point of life, that you're here to enjoy all of this. And if you're stuck with these limiting beliefs and you're stuck with a shitty attitude, how are you going to create miracles? How are you going to create your dreams if you don't even believe it? So, I sit down, I write what I'm grateful for. It can be anything from I'm so happy and grateful that I live in a town where I have a big ass lake to jump in the summertime and it feels good. Or it could be I'm so happy and grateful that I have a plethora of vegetation and fruit to consistently eat so my body is energized and alive. And the list goes on. You can write about anything. And the great thing is about this is that you'll notice after 10 or 15 minutes, you start to feel better. Your mindset changes. You're starting to remove the virus and implant a new routine in. And the more that you implant this routine, the greater your life becomes. The more you realize how much you have that is amazing in your life, the less you care about the madness in the world. Now think about this. Think about your thoughts are energy. If you're thinking poor thoughts, you're going to get poor results. Now, if you practice gratitude every day, your thought energy is going to be more on the positive side, more on the benefit to you and your life story. So the more you do gratitude, the more you're building this energetic momentum of thoughts that reflect back more positive experiences, more good My bad, guys. The storage got full. But I'm going to keep on rolling because I believe in the present moment and responding to things happily. So like I was saying, you build this momentum, you build these positive thoughts, and they're reflected back to you. And the more you do this, the more you're going to feel really, really good because you're aligning with your spirit. You're connecting with the oneness that's all around you. And you're discarding all of the beliefs, all of the limitations, and all of the bullshit you've been fed all of your life to believe that this world is hostile, that this world is crazy, that this world is nuts. And you know what? I'm not denying that there's crazy shit happening in this world. I'm responding in a way where you can overcome. And the more you push those thoughts out, the less madness that's going to occur around you. One thing that I like to add into my gratitude practice is to add in music. Being a very, very emotional person, I am extremely passionate about music. If I'm ever angry, upset, happy, inspired, it's coming out through music most of the time. It comes out in these videos too, but it usually comes out in writing some lyrics and playing a guitar riff, coming up with a really good vocal melody, or even a hip-hop rhyme. I like all kinds of music, and I appreciate musicians because I find them to be some of the most authentic people on this planet, as most artists are. So when you add in your favorite music, you're allowing your emotions to come up to be surfaced and then pushed out into your writing. And you're pushing this energy into your writing, and you're creating this habit, this process in your mind that I am grateful for being alive right now. I'm so happy and grateful for truly having great friends and family. And then those thoughts will be reflected upon you. And the more emotional you get, the more present you become, the more gratitude you're going to feel. So I challenge you, if you're watching, 30 days of gratitude. If you can't find 10 to 15 minutes in your day to reflect on the fucking awesome life that you live, then you're cutting yourself short. You're not going to be as happy as you could be. You're going to stay tuned into the news. You're going to stay tuned into the madness. You're going to stay tuned into being angry and blaming your culture for the way they made you, when you could be regaining momentum and taking control of your direction. You can't control all this madness, but you can choose how you respond to it. And the more you respond to it in a better, more balanced way, then you're going to get more of it back. It's quite simple. If you found this video inspiring, then please share it with somebody. You could change their life. You could start writing gratitude, get all amped on it, and then start having other people share their gratitude stories. And then pretty soon we can have a gratitude party. Whichever way you want to do it. If you want to do it with music or without. If you want to do it on paper or saying it out loud. Hell, it'd probably be the best if you wrote it down with music, then said it out loud, and then turn it into a goddamn song. That would be sick. And I've had some of my most prolific spiritual experiences by simply sitting down at a table in the morning, writing on a piece of paper. Now isn't that something? Once again, my name is Skylar, out here in beautiful Minnesota. Y'all take your time to make more time and bring blessings into your life. Peace.